Can you see my caterpillars? Look how big they've gotten. They have gotten huge. Just in a few days, they've grown so much. What do you notice about the caterpillars? Well, I can see a lot more frass. Remember, that's their poop. All those little brown balls. And I see more little skins because they've been molting or shedding their skins when they get bigger. The other thing I notice is some webs. Are these caterpillars actually spiders? What's going on? I didn't know caterpillars could build webs, did you? Well, guess what? They can. But they don't use these webs for catching food like a spider does. Instead, they use them to climb on. Can you see how this one is climbing across one of the webs? They can use those to protect themselves when they're in the wild by building a web over themselves to protect them from the rain or the wind. And they can also build them like little bridges to get across from one plant to another. This same web stuff that they make is what they use to build their chrysalis when they're ready to turn into a butterfly. Now I want you to look really closely at these caterpillars. And what do you notice about them? Can you see some little spikes on their backs? Those are called bristles, kind of like the bristles of a brush. Why do you think a caterpillar has bristles on its back? Why would it want to be prickly? How would that help it to survive? Well, animals that eat caterpillars might not like getting a mouthful of bristles when they try to eat one, right? So they might spit it back out when they get poked by those sharp little bristles. The other thing you might notice about these caterpillars are their legs. It's kind of fun to try to count how many legs are on a caterpillar. And you might notice if you look really closely that they have two different types of legs. They have some smaller black legs in the front and some bigger light brown legs in the back. So the front legs are called true legs. And there are 6 of them. And they call them the true legs because these are the legs they will keep when they become a butterfly. Because butterflies are insects, they have 6 legs. The back legs are the ones that are kind of like a little suction cup. And they help them to stick, like this one is sticking on the ceiling of the cup. Those are called prolegs, and there are 10 of them. So altogether, a caterpillar actually has 16 legs. The other fun thing is, on the sides of their body, you might see what looks kind of like a white stripe. These are actually little tiny holes called spiracles, and those are how a caterpillar breathes. They breathe through the holes on the side of their body called spiracles. Pretty interesting, huh? The other thing I wanted to tell you about them is they have 12 eyes. Isn't that amazing? 12 simple eyes. So I drew you a little picture here. I'm not really an artist or anything, so don't make fun of my funny looking caterpillar. But caterpillars have bristles on their backs. These help them to be protected so they don't get eaten. They have 12 eyes, a mouth on their head, and little dots on the side of their body for breathing called spiracles. Caterpillars have 6 true legs, those little black ones on the front, which they'll keep when they become a butterfly, and 10 prolegs, those little sticky suction cups on the back that they will not keep when they become a butterfly because they'll have wings and they'll be able to fly, right? So if you have caterpillars at home, make sure you take a close look and see if you can identify all of those body parts. Also, Pay close attention to how they use those webs that they're building. Are they climbing across them like a bridge? Are they hiding underneath them? What are they doing with those webs? And look and see how many molts you have. How many of those little black balls of skin do you have in your cup? That's how many times your caterpillars have molted or shed their skin. I think my caterpillars are getting big, and pretty soon they're going to be ready to start changing. See you next time. Bye for now.